Hi everyone, it's Ellen from the library. I wanted to tell you what you'll be getting in your packet this month. So we have a newsletter that gives the information, a little bit of information about the crafts and also what the story time is going to be about. I'll tell you about that too, and what you get in your packet. But the most important thing in the newsletter is it tells you about how you can get books from the library even while the library is closed. And if you call the numbers that are listed on the newsletter, the staff at the library will help you get books that you want. So let me show you what else you're getting in your pack. If you are a preschooler, you'll get a board book. Priya takes a lot of time to choose the board books that everybody gets. Well, I choose them and then she picks them individually for you. And you're also going to get an activity pad. So this will give you something fun to do over the holidays. And there are different kinds of them, but I wanted to show you each of the pads has these really great stickers in it that you'll use to do the activities. So you can look forward to that. And if you're an older kid, you'll get some older books, some novels, short novels if you're just starting to read, longer ones if you're a really great reader. And you're also going to get one of these Kids Lab kits. Now, there's a whole variety, so I don't know which one you'll get. It'll have to be a surprise. This one is a kitchen science one, and with this one you can make a battery out of a lemon. You can explode a volcano on your tabletop, make rock candy with sugar and water, and be a kitchen detective and do fingerprints and invisible ink. So we really hope that you enjoy doing all of these activities over the holidays. The special book for Families for Literacy Families this month is Froggy Gets Dressed. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of this. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. "Snow, snow," he sang. "I want to play in the snow." "Go back to sleep, Froggy," said his mother. "Don't you know? Your frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts." "No, no," cried Froggy. "I'm awake, awake. I want to go out and play in the snow." So Froggy put on his socks. Zoop! He put on his boots. Zoop! He put on his hat. Zat! And he put on his scarf. Zwit! Tugged on his mittens. Zoom! And flopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops!" cried Froggy. "I forgot to put on my pants." Well, Froggy forgets to put on his pants. He forgets to put on his jacket. He forgets to put on his scarf. He forgets to put on something extremely important that we all wear every day. And I'm going to let that be a little surprise to see what Froggy forgets time and time again when he tries to get dressed to play in the snow. So I hope you really enjoy Froggy Gets Dressed. It's very funny. This month, one of the crafts is to make coffee filter snowflakes. And you'll get the coffee filters in your packet. And the one thing that you need to find are your school scissors. So I'm going to show you how to do it. We are sending you these instructions so you can follow them as well. So the first thing you do is you take one of your coffee filters and you fold it in half like that. And then you take it and you fold it in half again. So for little kids, this is probably the easiest to then go ahead and do the cuts from this shape. But for an older child, you can fold it again like this. And now I'm going to make the cuts. So what you want to do is these edges that are folded, that's where you make the cuts. But I'm also going to cut a little bit, I'm going to cut a kind of a wiggly line across the top because I like the way that turned out. And then you can cut diamonds like this. So I cut out diamonds, or you can cut out circles like that. And then you can also cut out squiggles. I love to cut squiggles, I have to admit. And I think I'm going to cut a little square right here. You can live dangerously and cut the point, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to get messed up. So then you can open it up, and what's really fun about the snowflakes is it's a complete surprise until you open it up, and there you go. There's the snowflake. So have fun. Now we're going to make a popsicle stick snowman who looks like this. So in your packet, Priya sent you a popsicle stick, and this is the string for hanging. I think yours is a different color than mine. And ribbon for a scarf, a little black hat, an orange piece of orange pipe cleaner for a nose, some googly eyes, and then some buttons to decorate them with. And what you'll need to get from home is a pair of scissors, some white glue, a pen with a fine point so that you can make his little coal smile, and some tape. So let me show you what to do. We're going to start at the top and work down to the bottom. So first put some glue. This is kind of old glue and it comes out pretty slowly. Put some glue at the top and glue on his hat. There we go. Now he's got his hat on. Now the next thing we're going to put on are two of the eyes. So I'm going to make two little drops of glue like that and put one eye into each drop of glue. It's good if you have little kids' fingers because it's easier to use the glue with to use the eyes with little kids' fingers. So there we go. And next is his carrot nose. So you can kind of put it on and see where you like it, and then put the glue on. I would put just like a few dots of glue at the angle where you want to put it. So I'm going to put his nose here. And of course you can always move it around if you don't like where you put it, and just push it down eventually. There we go. Now he's got a nose. He has kind of a big nose, doesn't he? And next we're going to make his mouth. So you take your fine tip marker and you just make a little semicircle of dots, like little pieces of coal, to make his smile. The next thing we put on is his ribbon scarf. So lay the ribbon down with the printed side on the bottom away from you. And you have to do the scarf in two parts. First, can you hear my clock chiming? You put the first half, fold the first half of the scarf over, like this. You want to try to have centered the popsicle stick a little bit on the ribbon, but it's not super critical. And then put more glue on top of the first fold, and then put the second fold on, the second ribbon. Now I have to admit that you might want to sit here for a minute and hold it while the glue dries. And the next thing we're going to do is put on his buttons down his front. So we'll put one, we have 4 buttons, so we'll put 4 big dots of glue. You need big dots of glue to hold buttons on. And you want to pick which color you think you'll like the best, especially on top of his scarf. I think I'm going to put this kind of green button on top of his scarf and push it down, and that'll help hold the scarf down too, I hope. And then one by one you put the other buttons down where you put the dots. Now you do have to leave a little space. I didn't leave quite enough space between my dots, so I'm going to add a little more glue down there for my buttons and put all the buttons on. And now I would wait a little while. Looks like I'm going to have to hold this one down until it dries. One thing that I discovered is that you need to give all the glue time to dry before you finish your snowman. So you can see I'm holding down the scarf and the button on his scarf with my finger, and I've had to add extra glue to make sure that his carrot nose stays on. So be very patient and let all the glue dry before you put the hanger on the back. 2 things to be careful with when you're making your snowman are you want to hold down the scarf till the glue really dries, because mine just popped up and I had to put more glue on it and hold it down. And the other thing is with the pipe cleaner nose, I think that it works best if you put quite a bit of glue onto the pipe cleaner and then stick the pipe cleaner down. That way you make sure that there's plenty of glue in the pipe cleaner. Then to finish, we want to put a hanger on the back so we can hang him up. So you want to fold your cord, however long it is, in half. And then what I would do is I would tie a little knot at the open end just so it'll stay together better. So you have a little knot like this. And then turn your guy over very carefully, especially if he's still kind of wet like mine is, and lay your string loop on the back and make sure that part of the loop is above his hat so you have enough space to hang it. Then take some tape and lay the tape right on top of the string and fold it down, and I now am sorry I didn't use narrower tape, but we'll just have to go with this. And I would put 2 pieces of tape down, one that goes even further down to hold that end and to make sure that your loop stays on. And when you're all done with that, there is your popsicle stick snowman. Have fun! Don't miss the storytime video this month. There's a lot of really fun stories, including one about Joseph and his overcoat. So Priya will send you the link. I hope you watch it and have fun. I had fun making it.